Hi there, and thank you for watching Being Responsible in a Digital World. My name is Lexi Verrett, and I'm the Marketing Communication Graduate Assistant at LSU First Year Experience. I'm currently pursuing my Master's in Business Administration. I graduated from LSU in May of 2015 with a degree in Public Relations. For those of you who may not know, a big part of public relations is maintaining and protecting the image of a reputation that a company, or in this case, the image you, want the world to see you as. So whether you like it or not, social media plays a huge part in shaping the way people perceive you. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, how to be respectful and responsible online, because your online reputation plays a major part in your future. This quote by Eric Qualman always stands out to me when discussing the importance that social media plays in all of our lives. He says, "We don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question is how well we do it." This couldn't be more true because social media has become a big part of everyone's lives. And I could give you statistics about how big each platform is and how many people spend 95% of their time searching through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. But I know that most of you grew up in a digitally heavy world, so you know how impactful social media is and how much time it takes up in our lives. But the important thing to note is that it's important to keep in mind how your social media portrays who you are as a person, especially when it comes to future employers. So we're going to do a quick exercise. Everyone take out your phone or your computer and pull up the social media profile you use the most. What do you see? Imagine that I'm a hiring manager who reads your resume and I'm considering bringing you in for an interview. Now ask yourselves, would I bring you in based on what I'm looking at and what you're seeing on your social media profile right now? Remember, I've never met you, so your online presence is all I have to base that decision on. It's important to ask yourself these questions when looking through your social media accounts because a lot of companies have human resource representatives that their sole job is to search for applicants on social media and see what kind of reputation they have. Companies want employees who will represent their business in the best light on and off the job. So that's why it's important to follow what I call the digital golden rule, which is don't post anything online you would not want your grandmother to see or a potential employer to ask you about in an interview. Your profile can and should reflect who you are. That is why it is good to assume that future employers, maybe even some of your teachers, are viewing your social media profiles before they even meet you. Don't undermine your own credibility by sharing inappropriate content. The internet doesn't forget what you post even if you delete it. The content you share is always there once it's posted. So let's take a look at some examples of how social media has affected other people's careers. Take a good look at this picture. Does anything look particularly inappropriate or wrong in it? The answer is no, there isn't. This guy snapped a selfie at work with this little boy and posted it on Facebook. It's innocent enough. It was until his friends started commenting unkind things about the little boy. The guy's boss saw it, recognized this picture was taken at work, and fired him. So, the lesson from this story is it's not just what you post. Friends can tag you in photos or make comments that can get you in trouble. And since we are being digitally responsible, it's important to reverse the situation and think about this when you tag your friends in photos, in videos, or comment on their content that they post. One suggestion I have for preventing something similar from happening to you is to take advantage of privacy settings across all of your social media accounts. There's settings that allow you to filter what you get tagged in, especially on Facebook. It allows you to filter what you get tagged in and what you don't. So as soon as someone posts a comment or photo with you tagged in it, you're immediately notified and you have to approve or deny it. Something similar happened to this guy who is now known as Mac and Cheese Guy. I'm sure some of you have probably seen this video going around online, I think around last semester. A student went into UConn Student Union during a school day intoxicated. He was demanding mac and cheese, and when he was told it wasn't being served today, he became belligerent and hit a university dining employee and was then arrested. So in a perfect world, the people who were watching and filming this student would step in and help him, but we don't live in an ideal world. We live in this one. So we hope that you would not choose to ruin someone's life in this way and not act this way yourself because someone with a smartphone will ruin yours. Don't become Mac and Cheese Guy. So it's important to note that this student had 2 prior arrests for the same type of behavior, but none of us knew who he was until this video went viral. He's now the Mac and Cheese Guy, and he'll always be known as Mac and Cheese Guy. It's worth noting that there were obviously substance abuse issues here, and we're not mocking or minimizing them, but my point is simply that Were it not for others' use of social media, he may have had the opportunity to deal with those issues privately and pursue more productive activities outside of the shadow of his actions. So, being responsible and digitally responsible, if you witness something like this, use the opportunity for good. Intervene and help your fellow students and coworkers. Don't contribute to the overwhelming negativity in the world. Okay. Dirty laundry. So we've all had days where we had a rough day and we go home and we vent our feelings on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Don't air your dirty laundry or take out on social media. And here's why. So if you take a look at these two pictures, which I'm going to read each one to you, and I want you to guess which person lost their job over their post online. So the first one is the Cisco lady, Connor Riley. She tweeted, Cisco just offered me a job. Now I have to weigh the utility of a fatty paycheck against the daily commute to San Jose and hating the work. The other one, the picture on the right, is from a Quora poster who asked the community about starting his career either at Zenefits or at Uber. And he posted, my biggest problem with Zenefits is that it isn't a buzzword like Uber. Most people won't know what Zenefits is, or so I think. I think that this isn't as exciting a brand name to have on your resume when applying to the likes of Google. So take a guess which one you think out of these two lost their jobs. If you guess both of them, you're right, because obviously it's clear why the Cisco lady lost her job over this, because it was just very inappropriate. Before she even started, she was already complaining about the job. The other one, on the other hand, he lost his job because Zenefits CEO happened upon the post and responded by rescinding the job offer. So the tech community widely mocked the CEO for this, but the poster still lost out on a potential job opportunity. So the moral of the story is that the person judging whether or not what you post is inappropriate is not you, it's the hiring manager. So look at your content through their eyes and think before you post. So you may remember this story of Moni Davis, the girl who pitched a no-hitter game at the Little League World Series. And this college baseball player, Joey Castleberry, tweeted, Disney's making a movie about Moni Davis. What a joke. That's like got rocked by Nevada. So Castleberry's coach saw the tweet and kicked him off the team, his college team, and he lost his academic scholarship to his university. So the point of this whole situation is that once you gain notoriety on social media, the negative persona becomes who you are. Once it's online, it's there to stay. Google doesn't have disclaimers to show that your bad behavior actually took place a long time ago. So if you went and Googled Joey Castleberry's name right now, you would still see this. I think this happened, so it happened in 2015. So if you went and Googled this guy, it would still pop up as him bashing her and him losing all of his scholarships, and that's at least 5 pages down on Google. That's all you can find of him. So it doesn't matter if he accomplished anything, if he was a really good baseball player. That's all that the internet knows of Joey Castleberry. So here's how you can avoid these social media blunders. Follow the digital golden rule before posting. Ask yourself, is this something I want my grandmother to see? Is this something that's going to change how people view me as a person, especially future employers? So by being respectful in the way that some of the ways you can kind of combat this is by being respectful in the way you share your belief and views. It's perfectly okay to have your own opinion about something and to share it, but always be respectful in the way you do it, and always have evidence to support your beliefs and views. It never hurts to do a little research before posting something that's going to start, when you're going to start getting a lot of comments or things like that. Read an article all the way through before sharing it, as well as consider the source of the article that you're sharing. Be respectful of commenters who disagree with you, even if you're not shown the same courtesy. Part of managing your online reputation is about being respectful toward others' opinions, even when your own are being attacked. Be the bigger person and lead by example. Finally, the biggest takeaway from this presentation is to use your social media to create opportunities for yourself by using it to portray your best self. Don't let social media eliminate everything you're working toward today. Okay, so thank you again for watching my presentation. Here's my contact info again. If you have any questions about anything I discussed in my presentation, feel free to contact me. I hope to help give you some insight into how to use social media responsibly. Also, don't forget to follow LSU First Year Experience on social media so you can stay in the know about all that we have planned for you this year. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.